Alright, hey guys, this is Ollie from 2360N, and this is our robot explanation. So, for the drivetrain, it's relatively the same thing. I have to make sure that this stuff doesn't get stuck in there. Okay. So for our drivetrain, it's 360 RPM. It's 27 holes by I think 28 holes long. So this is like 13 by 14 inches ish. And then we have two cross braces here. For our motors, we have a stacked motor right here. So a 6 motor drive, 360 RPM, 36 tooth to 60 tooth. We had like a common issue where we would have like a bunch of filth in these gears, in these teeth. They were worse before. We had to like clean them a couple of times, but not really an issue anymore. And then we also have screw joints on these, so they're all connected up. And then we have our sleds in the front. These are just standard sleds. They're kind of bent because we had a competition. And then we also have our wall riders right here. They also got bent, so just do like that. And then our sleds did get broken here, so that's something else. Let's see. For getting over the barrier, our drivetrain's like super weird, because as you can see, it sticks out a lot in the front and the back, which was a design flaw because I didn't really know. So this entire part right here used to be sticking out, but I had to cut it off just so we could get over the barrier. But it's like still really inconsistent, so pretty bad, honestly. But it's decent drivetrain. And then for our center of gravity, it's like near the center, like it's about like here-ish. But like, because as I said before, we don't have like 4-wheel, we're gonna make an 8-wheel drive later, but it's like this wheel behind here and the wheel in front they should be like more close to the back, to the edges. And then pneumatic tanks, I have them one on the intake and one down here in the middle center. That's just to make the robot more front heavy, because they used to be like all the weight back here. Brain replacement's kind of funny as well. It's actually, the brain is attached by these two metal plates, so I can like move it around right now. It's pretty bad. And then same thing with our battery. Our battery's pretty cool as well. So our battery's kind of tucked in there right here. So we have this little bearing right here that keeps it in place. So I just unhook it and then I open it up. And if I can get it. Okay. So our battery kind of just like fits in there and it rests on top of the motors. So, and then that one screw in the back, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, up there. That screw up top there. That prevents it from going any far forward, so we can just stick it in there. And then it rests perfectly in there. It does not move it around at all. It's pretty good. And I'll plug this back in. Okay, that's basically our drivetrain. It's pretty bad actually. And then for our intake, it's basically just flex wheel intake. We chose flex wheels because we don't want to have entanglement with rubber bands or mesh. Even though like the mesh might be better, I think flex wheels are just the safer option, I guess. And then I can run it for you. Yeah, so just... This is just also direct 600 RPM. Here's our motor right here. And then we have a chain tensioner, which is actually pretty cool. This thing lifts up as it goes up. So as the intake goes up, kind of folds up. It's actually really cool. So yeah, our intake, we also have this rubber band down here to keep the treble up there. So like this intake, outtake. All right, intake stays in there, doesn't come out or anything. and if it has to go up, to come out. So yeah, we do have to outtake in order to get it out, but so yeah, it's pretty good. It does occasionally get stuck, but we can just like jiggle a robot back and forth to get it out. We also have the intake sleds to get on top of the goal. That's just to lift it up. We have these rubber bands here. We couldn't really find a good place to put to like tension our intake down without getting in the way of like pushing into the barrier, because when it lifts all the way up, it's gonna push like all the way down to like where right here. So this will keep the rubber bands usually out of the way. If we were like going from here to here, they'd kind of like, they might snap more easily. So yeah, that just keeps our intake banded down. What else? I think that's it for the intake actually. So yeah, let's just and then zip tied. Oh yeah, the shaft. It's low strength and it's kind of bent as well, which is why it's shaking around like that. It's kind of janky. So yeah. And then we also have these intake hard stops right here, so that it just stops there. Oh shoot, right now it's like not working, but there you go. So if I just, there you go. And just hit stop right there. Every single time. Okay, next, the kicker in the back. This is just a 60 RPM, or actually technically 20 RPM, because it's there's our motor right there down in the middle. It's 100 RPM motor, red motor, and then it's geared 12 to 36 to 60, which is that makes the 100 RPM go down to 20 RPM. But we do have a triple slip gear inside of here. If I just, here's, I don't know if I can really see it in there. But yeah, you can see it. There's a triple slip. If I get this thing out of the way, you can see it right there in the middle. We also have a ratchet right there. So we do have a pretty cool ratchet release. Just this green thing right here. So we're gonna lift it up. And then, yeah, that's the motors. So if I spin it, it's like medium speed, I guess, a little quick. And then we also have a sensor up here for detecting tri-balls, and also a sensor right here to stop the the kicker, so it can go under the bar. If I grab one of these, put it on here, it's not going to detect it, because we also had issues with the optical sensor, because it kept detecting the ceiling as green, so we made it a button toggle. So if it only if it sees, only if it like a button is pressed and it sees the color and it's close, then it'll shoot. So yeah. We also have two different angles. If you put it like, put the tri-ball like this, it gives you like a more forward arc. But if you lean it just a slightly bit up, it's able to shoot over most blockers. That's kind of a bad representation, but yeah, you kind of did it. This is just two rubber bands like looped through and around, so we can easily replace them if they ever get broken. We don't have to like unscrew anything. And then what else? We did use high strength axles for this right there. So we have 1, 2, and 3 up top. This is everything. Oh yeah, by the way, everything is also boxed and braced. So like these right here are braced, and then this right here is boxed as well. Drivetrain is also boxed, like pretty much everywhere it needs to be. And that's just the kicker. So, and then we have this thing to like help prevent the tri-ball from like moving around too much. And then for wings, just simple wings, vertical wings. They aren't like the best of the best, so I just, oh, my bad. Yeah. It's around like a 28-inch wingspan, so we can also, oh yeah, this side's kind of the rubber band got loose, but it's single acting, so we use rubber band. I mean, double acting turned into single acting. These are like the wedges, which helps us get the automatic win point in the match load zone. So these things serve as like wedges to push the travels over the barrier. So if I just, like this will just kind of, boom. Like say this is the middle bar, it'll kind of push it over. But we can also, if this is the match load bar, we can go like this, and then it comes down. Oh, right. So bad. This wing is able to fold in, but it's held down by this rubber band right here. So it's flexible, so when this thing goes down, it'll kind of like curve. And so we're able to like scoop out a treble if it's in there, spin around like that, and the moment it goes up, it'll turn back like that. So it's pretty good. Yep. And then this thing just to keep us inside the match load bar. There we go. I don't know how much of this camera is focusing or not. I don't know. Yeah, that's I think that's basically it. And then yeah, this wedge on the drivetrain, not really a wedge. It's a pretty bad wedge. Like it's just nothing actually. It does nothing at all. Like we didn't really have time to do it, but we just stuck it on there with zip ties. We don't even have hinges, but we're gonna get hinges. So yeah. Terrible wedge. Okay, the other thing is blocker right here. 2-stage blocker. I think it gets up to like 30 inches, or I think maybe 25 or 30. I don't know, I forgot. But if I just, yeah, that's the blocker. We're able to like go forward and back. It's pretty strong. It just gets blocked in the middle using these guys here. Let me just get a tripod to demonstrate. Ow. Okay. So the tribal, it can't go through here. This is like, we had problems because spacing issues. Like it just, yeah, it's not really good, but yeah, that happens. But honestly, the string, it kind of like deflects most of the momentum downwards, so it's fine. And then along with this blocker, oh yeah, it is a 2-stage blocker. We have 2 pistons powering it, one here and one there. You can see in the corners. The string here is actually tensioned by a rubber band. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but right here, this rubber band right here, it like tensions the string down. Can't get it to focus, but yeah. So right here, this rubber band, it kind of like pulls this closer so that this blocker goes up. So it's like this, right? And be able to like tension it and it goes up. So that's what the rubber band does down there. It's pretty useful. And then along with this, it comes as a elevation passive. So this one comes up, it's also, what is it? Boxed here, or sorry, no, braced, whatever. It's brought up by this rubber band, and then we have this little thing, and these 2 things just help it go down and up smoothly, so it doesn't like overshoot or get stuck on or anything. And this is just regular. If I just like lift it up right here, oh my god, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's gotten us a lot of points for elevation passive. And then, what else? Yeah, it's pretty smooth. That does happen sometimes when the rubber band gets like caught, whatever, but going up and down, pretty smooth. Yeah. Let's see, what else? We also have random C channels. It's probably gonna make our bot heavier than actually doing stuff, but because this bar right here is also kind of like our main support here, it's like kind of attached in like the worst way. I don't know, not really structurally stable, but you can see it's kind of like boxed in there and just attached vertically. This bar right here is just handle, I guess. You can like pull it up like this and like lift it off the ground, off the field. And then same thing on both sides. We also have like a bunch of random beams everywhere. This one also goes up. So you have like 1, 2, 3, and also we have this long bar in the middle that connects these two together. You can see it kind of like run through the entire inside. Yeah. And then we also have this guy right here. What is it? A 1x1 L channel as a cross brace. It's pretty good. And also this, whatever contraption this thing is. This thing's just like connect this bar up, down, I guess down to like this. I don't know, it's really hard to see. I just think it's easy to see, so like that. It goes from up there, connects the top to the bottom, and yeah, that's the bottom of the bot. And then brain placement. Oh yeah, sensors. Yeah, I forgot to talk about. We also have a PID using motor encoders, and also here's our inertial sensor. It drifts a lot, which is a problem, but I don't know. It's probably not calibrating correctly. And then our wiring is a mess, actually. It used to be a lot better, but we just didn't have space for anything. So everything's just everywhere, but it didn't really like affect us during a match. So nothing got caught and everything was out of the way. So yeah, I think that's basically this robot. I just yeah, we're probably gonna add rubber bumpers on here. And yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, I guess. It's a terrible bot. Also, the camera keeps like fuzzing out.